Can perception become reality? Imagine you open a bank branch with the most secure vault in the world. Now imagine your competitor claims that the vault has more holes than Swiss cheese. If that message hits home, doesn't matter how thick your vault is, no one will want to stash their money there. That's a bit like the challenge facing election officials as they try to promote voter confidence in this year's U.S. election. Making their jobs harder, of course, is former President Trump.
If the election's not rigged, we're going to win. If it is rigged, I guess that's a different story, but we'll find out pretty soon.
Most government officials are very eager to push back on Trump's claims about a stolen election. You can remember Chris Krebs, the Trump administration's cybersecurity official who Trump fired because he called the 2020 election free and fair. Here's his successor, Jen Easterly, recently.
The reality is that election infrastructure has never been more secure, and the election stakeholder community never better prepared to run free, fair, safe, secure elections.
As for the security of the last election, I'll defer to Rupert Murdoch. Last year, during a lawsuit brought by Dominion Voting Systems against Fox News, the chairman stated under oath that the 2020 election was free and fair and was not, in fact, stolen. That case ended up being settled outside of court for $800 million. But a court of law is one thing, the court of public opinion, quite another. As of late September, Gallup found that 4 in 10 Americans lack confidence that their vote for president will be accurately counted in this year's election. And the percentage of Americans saying they are not at all confident in the vote has steadily climbed from 6% in 2004 to 19% today. The chasm becomes even wider when you separate by party.
The vast majority of Americans are actually bracing right now for at least a few incidents of voter fraud. And while just 6% of Harris voters think that fraud will be widespread, nearly half of Trump voters feel that way.
And if you needed a reminder that we're in the final fever pitch of the campaign, things got a little testy when CNN's Jim Acosta challenged the Georgia GOP chair's claim that ballot drop boxes were scattered randomly all over the state.
You're making suggestions that there was some kind of tomfoolery and shenanigans going on last time around. Your party's own Secretary of State said that was not the case and that it was a free and fair election and that it was secure. I'm just saying, Josh, what you're saying is horse crap. It's just horse crap.
Luckily, such horse crap, Jim's words, not mine, has not kept Americans from early voting this election cycle. As of today, tens of millions of voters have already cast their ballots from Arizona to Georgia. It's the perception of insecurity and foul play that worries officials and really anyone who's got a stake in democracy. It's also red meat to America's adversaries. Russia, China, Iran, and more all have vested interests in sowing distrust and discord in America's voting system. And they're doing more than just watching and waiting. They are actively interfering. It's up to us to decide if they'll succeed or not.